Mm. This is Distant Radio 33 or 5, with another DJ roundtable. Speaking here is your High Emperor, that Michael. And yes, of course, I'm still eating, so everyone else introduce yourself. Hello.
Nagi here, meow.
Alright,
And the absentee voodoo curse.
Shank over here on the video, but we might be having some trouble with...
Scaleos, I think you're a bit too quiet.
We might be having some trouble with YouTube. Let's...
How's it now?
Raptor here, of course, a pet of Michael.
Oh, no, we are live. We are
Good
live
morning,
on
Kenny.
YouTube. We're good.
God.
Good morning.
And yes, of course.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Doesn't happen
So-
often that you ram a scout.
Yeah, so, Nagi is actually in
Yeah,
an alt
well,
back
we've
in the
got
bubble.
nothing to talk about,
scouts.
really. Or did
Well,
anyone
we-
prepare anything?
Well,
we
do...
or the fleet is arriving at Beagle Point and the expedition is coming to an end.
Yeah,
Is
pretty
that not a
much.
topic to talk about?
It's come and gone, man.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's a big thing. Ooh, I keep forgetting I'm in push to talk. A lot of people have already arrived and turned around immediately and headed back, but there are kind of things going on around. And I know, there's the technically official meet for the DECE Beagle Point anniversary next week, which anybody who wants to come is welcome. And then there's a thing on the 18th, but we still can't say much more about that, can we?
No, not really.
Yeah, no, but
Oh,
I
yes,
can say something. Chank, you sound completely different sober.
What?
What do you mean? I don't understand. What is this word sober? I've never heard it before.
Okay, less drunk.
Oh, that's making sense suddenly.
Oh,
So yeah, I guess the whole seals they just announced a meetup today, or they're going to
Holy shit,
announce a
you are
meetup,
much louder than everyone else.
and I'm already like 10,000 light years away on my way back to SAG.
Why,
is
speaking of
everyone
full
leaving?
seals, few hours ago, I had a client with 16% hull at Salome's Reach. So lucky that I was still there.
Oh shit!
sorry,
you
Nagi's
did
a
a
bit
little
loud on the
bounce
stream.
on
Sorry
the
about that,
ground.
everybody. No,
Did you guys say I'm too loud?
I've got you turned down a bit, but you might be kind of loud for everybody else. Nagi was too loud because I have him cranked up to 200 for some reason.
Wow.
You're back down to like 120.
Now everyone is scared of my voice.
Yeah.
But on my end, the volumes are all fine.
Yeah, it's fine on the stream here. Anyway, oh, I didn't announce this in crap. I forgot
So
how to
who
do
of you
this.
has already
by-
arrived at Beagle Point?
Not I, said the wolf.
Yeah, I
Me
mean,
neither.
I need to post the link on the
Okay, well,
broadcast Discord.
What link?
I forget
Hello,
how to do the
stream.
ping.
Yeah, I got there 2 weeks ago. Stayed for a couple days. Got ganked. and FleetCom PG got restored 2 days later, and I'm on my way back to SAG A now. So just had a nice little conversation with the guy that ganked me too. That was fun.
Oh well.
I think I can make it this weekend if I push.
We oh, the bot's dead. That's why. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he died dead.
that's an unfortunate loss. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, at least Craig is still alive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Way
yeah.
more important.
So I have a feeling almost everyone in the radio has made it to Beagle, and is.
Nope.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, not
I'm
my.
back
Yeah,
in the
not
Beagle.
Michael
I don't think-
still. Yeah.
Kenny hasn't.
Yeah, I haven't.
There's a couple that have not.
Oh.
I was there, but I fight back to Colonia and then back to the bubble.
I think they said that they had what, like 1,600 people so far say that they've made it, according to the thread.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about 1,600 so far.
And that's just people who are actually bothering to fill in the arrival post thing.
It's honestly way more than I thought there would be. That's like 4 times as much. I figured maybe 300 or 400 by now. And that's like on a high end for what I would. 1,500. That's quite a bit, or 1,600, whatever.
But I mean, it is looking good. I actually expect we'll hit 2,000. Don't know if we'll get to 3, but it would be cool. I mean, it's still we're already at more people than signed up for the original Distant Worlds 1. Have been here.
Are we?
Yeah,
and
we
we're
just
at
favor.
we're at what 13% of the entire initial fleet made it, which is honestly for any kind of really long expedition, you would be, for those people who don't know and haven't been on one, 10 to 15% retention by the very end is kind of what you expect. If you get to 20, it's like, holy shit. Like, we were amazed that we had, I think it was like almost 28% of a dead-end circumnavigation actually finish it. But that was just because that expedition was insane to begin with. Everyone who
I was gonna
even
say,
signed
so-
up for it
I
was
think
So like
nuts.
3,000 people would be what, like 30%, pretty much. A third of.
Well, so they had 1,300 registries. So at 13,000 registries, at 1,300, that's 10%. At 16,
Oh,
we're at
13,000, okay.
11 or 12% or whatever.
Right.
So at 20,
Yeah,
at
we are
20,
at
at 2,000 is about the 15% we kind of anticipate.
Okay.
I think most expedition actually have around 50% completion rate.
Well, no, most do, but most
expeditions
expeditions are also
months long.
yeah, most expeditions are like a couple weeks to maybe 2 months. On a long expedition, you can actually go back and look through all of them.
Yeah, I
Any
just
expedition-
grabbed,
any
some
expedition
of the
that's
bigger ones
more than-
to compare.
Yeah.
Takes
I
a bit to
mean,
load.
attrition just skyrockets after about a month and a half.
Yeah. The other thing is too, when you have a smaller group, people do tend to become more a part of a closer knit community and family, so they're more willing to push on, which is what happened in Dead Ends. I'm sure that happened in Beagle Point Expedition as well, Because you
Yeah,
had
that
you
would
had
make
what
sense.
300, 400 people sign up for that.
500 on EDSM.
Whoa.
Mm.
All right,
It's-
I apologize for
one of the
underestimating
biggest.
your expedition. Sorry.
Okay, I'm pulling Autumn Odyssey. It's got over 200. Beagle Point Expedition, Enigma Expedition. Second page takes forever to load.
Yeah, I should actually turn on the game and fly the last 50 jumps I have left.
Nebula Expedition.
Wow.
Distant
what
Worlds
is-
1. Okay, Autumn Odyssey has 26%, 26.8%. Beagle Point Expedition has 28.9%. Enigma has 61.
Oh, well, that was
Galactic
because people signed up for that
Nebula?
for a reason, though. That one, of
Yeah.
course, had dedication to it.
Galactic Nebula Expedition had 57. And actually, 100% reached the second waypoint. You don't see that often. Crab Nebula has 65% completion rate. Distant Worlds 1 will be the most interesting one here, has 71 on EDSM.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is that, I don't want to knock on any new people, but we did have a lot of genuinely new people, new explorers, and a lot of people who didn't anticipate what was coming on. Also, I think the scale of it actually kind of frightened people away, especially after the first CG. Although we still had, probably 5,000 or more. We probably had close to 50% still at Sagittarius A. Because I remember the mining CG for that still had 3,500 people or something in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw some wild shit at CG at the SAG A. There's somebody that showed up while I was mining. They were in it was a Viper MK4. Like, holy shit! Like my
there
Viper, I
was
think
a
it's
guy.
like 10 light years.
There was a guy. I was jumping out in. I'm in my beluga and everything, getting ready to go out mining, and as I'm leaving the station, this sidewinder buzzes me, and I'm like, "What?" And I look around, and the only sidewinder is another commander.
Jesus.
So somebody had a sidewinder out there too. And I've heard
Either
other.
they had it shipped in, or
I've
that's some
heard-
dedication.
We
Holy
had
crap.
one
Yeah.
at the formation, at the ground formation, there was one sidewinder.
Yeah, I've heard other people say that they saw that sidewinder at Sag A too, and they were like, "Man, that's friggin' intense, dude. Kudos."
That's like the little person at the head of a parade, you know? They got like the dwarf out there with the baton parading in front of the. Yeah, that's some good stuff.
And I actually saw 2 Type 9s and 2 Type 7s at one of the mass
I
jumps.
can't make that.
I've seen a lot of types that are Kino
I don't make it
I'm
either of
probably
these.
mispronouncing the name. He's a SEAL, whole SEAL. Yeah, he flies a T7. I saw him at Beagle.
Yeah, a lot of the support guys are in the big T7s and T9s.
There's no way I get my T7 out. It's called the hot tub time machine for.
For stupid reasons.
Yeah, it gets super hot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay at Beagle Point for as long as I can.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
Hmm.
You're
As
not
long as you
returning to
can.
the bubble until it's gone, or what does
Yes,
it mean?
exactly. I'm gonna wait
he's
until the
hoping it
bubble
just
is gone.
burns away. Michael
We'll
is
come back.
Michael is one of the burn it to the ground campaigners.
Yeah.
We'll come
I
back
know
3
that,
years from
but
now
I
and he's
thought
still hasn't
might have-
left.
Why not? I'm not there.
Or at least go to Colonia if he doesn't want to go to the main bubble.
I'm going to SAG A myself.
Maybe. I might go to Colonia just to pay a visit. to
All
other
it
teams.
nil! Curse you! Sorry.
By the way,
Stock up on that onion head.
Seven did not know who Elenil was.
Yeah, does
We had
nobody...
to lecture him.
So, All it nil is the guy who's seen everything.
Basically,
Yeah,
He-
he was
he-
everywhere.
he
So-
loaded up his travel map. It looks ridiculous.
So, yeah, people think that I fly ridiculous. Here, you gotta remember this. I'm in the top 60 of systems discovered with, 26,000. All it nil has 100,000 more systems than I have discovered. And even more than that visited. He's sitting up there with
Mhm.
120 something thousand.
Well, that's crazy.
It
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
He has more than a year and the week in playtime, or was it more than a year and a month?
What's even crazier is he stopped playing months ago, and still nobody has managed to catch up to it.
well, they can't.
Wait, you stopped playing. That's why you didn't reply.
You can't like he can't reach that point. I mean, I think the next highest person is
Cheeky.
like yeah, Chiggy with like 70 or 70,000 or something.
Don't
But
know.
he's still going.
Or no, Chiggy's got oh shit, Chiggy's almost at 100. He's got 97. Excuse me. Jackie's at 70,000. She's third place. God, it's weird that I know these people. that's still surreal to me. It's like I know these people.
I mean, who else would go on a circumnavigation expedition?
You know, somebody pointed that out to me the other day when I was like, man, there's so many people I know on this list. And I'm like, I met them all on DEC, and they were like, what is that? And I explained it, and they were like, well, who else would be mad enough to go on that but the people who are going to be on that list?
Yeah, exactly.
So, man, good times, though. Good times. Really? I've not explored all... Well, I know it's all here. I guess I haven't explored it. Maybe I should. This is a significant system.
Have you guys ever seen that thing where the fuel rats made the emblem on the galaxy map of
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuel rat logo with their trap? Good God.
I haven't seen
Oh,
that.
I
There-
think
there's
it
the,
was 5 people.
Some guy did the elite logo on the map and
Yeah.
actually did a video of it. It's pretty intense.
Yeah, fuel rats have a video too of it. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of those hidden around the galaxy if you dig through the map.
Also, when you look at one of the exploration heat maps, there was one guy also writing something on the eastern side.
There's a few galactic dicks drawn out there.
Don't look at my flight
Yeah,
log. I would never do that. I'm far more responsible. I drew a teapot.
A dick-shaped teapot.
No, just a teapot. Or no, not even a teapot, because it started getting wonky, so it turned into a one of those like garden watering cans.
So I posted that video in
That's
the
actually
video. Those fuel rats look.
Oh, I forgot how detailed they made it.
Yeah, it's super detailed. It's crazy.
So, for those of you who haven't arrived yet, how far are you away?
About 16K.
What is waypoint 11? That's about 16K, right?
You've
I think it's
been there.
13. Yeah,
You haven't
waypoint 11 is 13.
made at all.
And this is what I came here for. The notable stellar phenomena, the only one known in the abyss.
Oh, is
See,
there
I'm-
only one?
Yep, there's only one Lagrange cloud in the abyss known, and it's at... I guess this is kind of a point of interest. It was logged a long time ago. It's an Aramis site. I think it's... hold on, if I'm right, this might be the furthest northern system on the O-line.
Oh, you are at the Meridian.
Eoradi EI-B. I think it's the furthest system north on the O line. So yeah, it is a POI as well, but they put a stellar phenomena here, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's.
It obviously wasn't here when this system was first discovered 3.5 years ago.
That makes me wonder actually, because when I went to Amundsen Star, there also was still of a notable phenomena. So now I'm wondering if more navigational marker systems have these.
Probably. I
Oh,
mean,
no.
it would be kind of... It would be unfortunate, actually, if they were only in brand new systems, which mean we'd have... I mean, we'd have a whole 0.063% of the galaxy that wouldn't have a chance to have notable stellar phenomena, and that would just be terrible.
No, they definitely come back in existing systems.
I forget what this one
Hmm.
is, because I did visit it, and I just, like, completely out of my head. But I think it's a lightning cloud that has those little fuzzy lights flying around inside of it. I think.
Hmm.
Don't quote
Yeah, this
me.
entire
That's
trip.
why I'm headed. That's why I'm headed there, actually, because I stopped by here and I didn't actually stop. I just passed right through when I was going out in my...
Be careful, those things are dangerous.
Yeah, they are hostile and dangerous. Well, they're not hostile, but they're dangerous, and also inside of a lightning cloud. Yeah, shields are up.
Also, you have to get really close to them to actually see them.
Or I can just get the camera close to them. That's the plan.
Yeah. It's just difficult to point the camera at something invisible.
So,
So,
anybody...
Michael, how far are you?
Yeah, Michael, where are you
I'm
at?
like 50 jumps away from Sergey.
What, from
You
Sajay?
do that in a half hour, man.
Sorry, BP, not Sergey.
Sajay, shit.
I was just
Way
looking at
behind
Sergey and
us.
well, that wasn't no. Yeah, well, like 50 jumps. Not that much actually. But I'm getting distracted by stuff and stuff and stuff and so much stuff.
Well, as long as you guys make it before...
The
I want to say
18th.
the 18th.
But I think until June. So we got time until June to
Yeah, June
actually
13th.
turn
And
in.
I was actually thinking maybe I should try reaching Beagle Point with my alt account as well.
Yeah, you said that.
Which one would
I
that
don't-
would that
I
be?
don't-
Would that be Nagi 2?
Naginov.
I don't know who
I
knows
don't
all
know
your
if I wanna
accounts,
put
so
it
I didn't want to.
through
I didn't
that
want to
much
say the
stress,
name.
But it would be so cool to have a decal with 2 accounts.
Yeah, true.
And that one is actually signed up because I did that for the tutorial video.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, way back. Jeez.
Yeah,
No, that was
about-
more than
that's
4
about
months ago.
80,000 light years to go with that one. It's like the worst detour you can think of.
God, it's so weird because it's a
Yeah.
Lagrange cloud with nothing. There's no skybox. There's just nothing out here.
I think I will fire up the game in a minute, but Chank already knows what I'm working on, and you guys know what I'm working on.
Yeah, a new album. It's gonna be awesome. I've been promoting it.
Yeah, that too, but the video animation I was working on, I can't stop. I'm still working on it right now.
You kinda need an intro song too. Like all the other streamers kinda have something.
Yeah, you know, do the
Distant radio.
no. Get like
Oh,
the
God.
what's the
Kill
what's the dude with the blue logo? Dun, he does the dubstep. Dun, 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 dun. Ollie! Ollie! Let's just rip off Ollie's intro. he's so
He's got no.
he has so many views and things, but all he does is just really kind of mind-numbing, like Fortnite vids and shit. Not knocking him, you know. He makes a good amount of money off of it, but oh,
Ugh, Fortnite.
I don't see lightning, so I think I'm safe to go in. Just gotta watch out for fireflies. Ooh, what are these?
Dies.
Oh, I think these are the new crystallines. The ones that look like bismuth. They're not spiky. They're kind of like square shaped.
Square?
Screenshot. Picture didn't happen.
Well, it's on stream.
Actually,
About
about
you said you hadn't any video running.
Oh no,
about
I'm
these,
in
Oh no, sorry. I read the letters wrong. It's not on. It's not no. It's on. Damn. Sorry. Guys.
yeah, these are the new
about
these
the
are the
bios
new
we can
crystals.
find in
These
space.
are cool.
I think it's a shame that we can't get any materials or anything from them. Just codex entries.
Broken codex entries.
Yeah, that too. I mean, if you
Yeah,
if you
I'm more than a
could at
little
least
disappointed
gather
this
materials from them, it would be so cool.
This entire trip, I have not found a single notable stellar phenomenon.
I found one. Literally just one in over. I think I did about 100,000 light years on distant worlds too.
Yeah, I found nothing either.
Yeah, nothing. No
Yeah.
stellar phenomenon.
Lindigoticum silicate crystals. They look very cool.
They even sound like they would have something of worth.
Yeah, probably shoot them and collect what's in there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's anything that looks different from this around here. Wait, let me shoot this real quick. Turn on weapons. Yeah, power plant capacity exceeded. I know.
If you at least your power priorities not fucked up.
Ooh, I haven't checked that. So here we go.
All of mine were fucked.
I don't even know what
Oh,
they
mining
did that
is
we
not
got
a
so
combat
many
weapon.
bugs with the update. It's crazy.
Yeah, this has been a very bad update. I haven't even been scanning things.
I don't even want to think what will happen with the big update that we get next year.
Everything.
Yeah, everything will just break, I guess.
Yeah, your computer will explode.
All right, well, the
Or your
mining lasers
PlayStation,
do
or your
nothing.
Xbox, or your
Oh,
TV, or your phone.
By the way,
Everything will explode.
we got the new Insta kick from PGs, and we tested that. And what happens is, it closes your game and even resets your HUD colors.
Huh?
Yep.
So it overwrites your graphics configuration, overwrite XML.
I don't know what exactly. it is,
Horrible.
but-
Just atrocious.
When you
But
get
it-
kicked
it-
from a PG, it resets.
Yeah,
your
but while you are playing in that PG,
Flight cannons don't do the fireworks clouds anymore. Why?
what?
Because you disabled trails in your override settings, perhaps.
Oh, the graphics
If you've played
override.
around with
Cosmic
those.
Missile! Ow! That one flew right in my face.
Well, I can tell you the lasers and the weapons, they do nothing. So,
Yeah, I know. I tested that in beta.
sometimes stuff happens. Like when you shoot the, or not shoot, but when you look at the space jellyfish and you fire lights at them, they have their own kind of like fluorescent pulse that they give off, and if you scan them again while they're doing that, you get more data from them. But I think that only works with the bio sign things, not just crystals. So squids, jellyfish, and all that stuff.
So, what about any exciting discoveries you may have made on your journey?
Yeah, not much.
Really nothing.
I haven't discovered anything of real importance except my few landable terraforming candidates.
I found a couple of cool things while doing system or ring system scans back at SAC. Shepherd moons and stuff like that. Moons that are like less than 100 kilometers away from the edge of the ring.
Ooh, there they are.
Did you find any shepherd moon?
Yeah, I found one of them.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah, it was a moon within 2 rings.
There's a forum thread where they have a list of them. So every time you found one, you got a post there.
Ooh, these are scary looking.
And Heavy Johnson, admin of a galactic mapping project, has posted into that thread that he wants to take the most interesting ones and include them on the EDSM map.
Okay, yeah, I'll hit him up. I know who you're talking about, Heavy Johnson. Yeah.
Also, you recently found a really cool system where I did a time-lapse video of.
These are much scarier looking than the regular white lights that float around. These things look like Howl. They're just fiery glowing orbs.
Okay. The ones I found were blue.
Well, hopefully it's an entertaining visual for the stream for the whole 2 people watching.
We will get more viewers afterwards who watch the VODs.
Yeah.
Actually, for all those guys watching later, you could post some comments. Maybe stating what you may have found during Distant Worlds 2, or any interesting adventures that you had on the expedition. Feel free to post them.
Yeah, feel free to post them. And
Post
also,
them.
post them, bring them to the Discord.
Potion?
Don't post them in the video chat, just post them in the Discord so everyone can see them.
Whoa, what?
They're making weird noises too.
Who?
These red lights.
Do you have gain sound enabled on the stream? Yeah, no?
I should have all my audio. Yeah, audio's up. I remembered to turn it on this time.
Yeah, crap damn it, I should stop CGIing and concentrate on the interview, on the talk. So, sorry.
Lovely.
No, that was
Now we are at that again.
bad. Yeah, well, we can do that later.
Make it sound like it's gonna be a contest or
Okay.
something.
Burping contest later.
Perhaps. Yeah, let me start the game.
Okay, so this is the... Oh, no, wait. No, I've logged in since the latest update. That is still weird seeing my Corvette in a hangar on the loading screen.
Dude,
Oh,
that...
yeah.
Oh my god, okay. So I gotta say, when they did the update, I went to sleep, and I didn't sleep very well, and I had a bad dream or a nightmare. And, I can't really remember any details about it, but I just remember that in it, I played this game way too much because I was dreaming about Elite. And I crashed my ship in my dream, and that's what woke me up. So I was like immediately, I'm like, did that really happen? Or what's going on? So I log in, and it's the new patch, and I'm sitting there inside of a cargo bay, and I'm like, what I was terrified, and then I realized, no, that's just the new loading screen, or the new menu screen. But man,
Yeah,
it
really gives
freaked
a
me
chance to
out.
see- It really gives me a
I
chance
dreamt
to see
someone
just how
found
bad my
Draxler.
tank is.
God, you really can't see these things anywhere else until you're right on top of them. Because I know there's more out
Yeah,
here
but
inside this cluster. I'm gonna try to see if I can find one near a spiky boy. I guess I can't call these spiky boys. What do I call them? Crystal boys? That has a whole other meaning. I'm not gonna.
I don't know what that means. I have
No, you don't.
absolutely
You're innocent.
no idea.
You are so innocent. You have no clue.
Yes, I am.
Oh my god, Interceptor.
I'm the most innocent emperor ever.
Sure.
That's why you should follow me. Das heißt nur.
Oh, it's a Cyclops. Hello, Cyclops.
Yeah, Nagi's fighting aliens at the moment, which is probably quite interesting to look at.
Yeah, the NPCs are using AX missiles. It's fun to look at.
Oh, yay, Dweebot is down as well. Fuck.
And they actually exerted a hard lol.
So,
It's
what groups are you playing in currently?
I'm in FleetCom, and it's like I know there's a thing here because I can see it on radar, but I can't visually see it until I'm right on top of it, and that scares me because these things are not friendly. Oh, there they are.
What so?
In APG.
Is Seraph listening? Why isn't Seraph in here when she's online? Why?
Just woke up.
Why? Yeah, that's no excuse. Ask Kenny.
Or ask me. I mean, come on.
I think Kenny had a bit of a head start.
We're waking up.
I was up at 06:30 yesterday, and I didn't get home until almost 23:30 last night. And that was constant work.
Poor guy, you. Really. But you chose it yourself, by the way. So no complaining, please. Okay, come on. If you're not gonna say anything, then go ahead and complain.
Let's see.
Okay, you don't.
There I am. FleetCom.
54 jumps left. Holy crap! It has was 50 last night.
All right, let's see here. So I need to plot to the giant rings and then plot to Beagle Point from there.
By the way, giant rings, go to geosite number 29. That's the Diamond Geyser, so it's another POI that's on the same body.
Nagi, I've been wondering why you pronounce that word so weirdly. It's not diamond, it's diamond.
So, Bastion Lai wants to say they found a ringed water world in an inclined orbit around a class 4, which also has a volcanic shepherd moon. Their best find on Distant Worlds 2.
Oh, did you guys notice since the latest update, the hot mode is being retained when closing the game?
What?
HUD mode. It
The
doesn't
hot
change you
mode.
between combat and exploration anymore.
Yeah. Usually when
Really?
you logged on, it was back to combat mode, whatever
Oh.
were. Now it's stays in whichever one you log out of.
Also,
that's cool.
the SRV recall bug, where you would recall your ship and it would reset all your power pips, that's fixed too.
That's gone too.
And they also wrote that they fixed the damage bug. You know
Yeah,
which one?
probably that's the canopy,
canopy?
integrity bug.
No, the SRV damage bug.
Oh, the
so having
instance thingy.
multiple instances,
Yeah. They wrote they fixed it. I don't know if it's true.
Well, we'll have to
Oh, I
get
would like
we'll
that.
have to get 5 SRVs out somewhere and test it out.
Well, you can all come to where I am.
Ha.
Yeah, I mean it's like 50 jumps out from Beagle Point. So if you come my way, we can meet halfway. But you're all too lazy to do that.
I'm curious about these
Also
things,
drunk.
but I've heard so many nasty stories about them that I really don't want to get close up to them, even though my exploration soul really does. Like, I want to know.
Do it.
Wonder what happens if I shoot him with a missile.
Do it.
Do it.
You have missile.
Are they hostile? I have the flat cannons. Are they hostile or only like as soon as I attack, they're gonna swarm me? This is such a bad idea.
I'm also rendering the second preview of the bumper I just made. If you want, when it's done, Chank, you can show it, but it might take a while because better quality, path tracing and such.
Okay, apparently I'm going to have to go POI to POI to be able to lazy map.
What's lazy mapping?
Just let the computer do all of the routing and not using
Oh.
Spanch.
Wait a
I'm
second.
just plotting straight to Beagle
Oh,
Point, from,
yeah,
and
this
I
is
did
right.
that. I went like 200 light years above waypoint 11, and then I just plotted straight to Beagle Point.
What's your jump range?
60 light years.
There you go. You're 20 light years higher than I am.
Get good.
Probably many thousand more light years higher than you. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can't get high.
Yeah, you poor thing, you. But you can get drunk. That's, well, not an equivalent replacement, but it's still something.
Hmm.
There's like no
I'm doing that too,
information
by the
on
way,
whether
now.
these things are actually dangerous, but everyone says that they are. And I trust people.
Everything is dangerous. Okay, ED Market Connector just died on me. Why? There we are, back again.
Alright.
And it crashed again. What's up? So what's happening with E EDMC?
It doesn't like you.
It hates me.
Hmm.
Okay, I got within 200 meters and they didn't do anything.
Because not liking something is just being neutral about something, but it's not yet quite yet disliking. But it hates me.
God, they just look so terrifying. I think that's what it is. They just look scary. Maybe they're not
So,
that bad.
I was just thinking about the 18th, and I wanted to leave the announcements to Kenny for his shows tomorrow, but if you guys want, we can discuss it right now, so everyone actually gets to know what's up.
Well, I don't know that we have all the details even sorted out yet.
Yeah,
No,
the
we
thing-
can
that is
say
the thing. We
much.
don't really have details.
Well, we couldn't say much, but we can say something.
Yeah.
Well, it is gonna be an event. That much is sure. It's gonna take up most of the day, which is also pretty clear. And also, it's gonna be on Distant Radio. Well, also we
It-
can. Yeah.
Is that also the thing with the garbage disposal and Chank and all that fun stuff?
Hey, 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 hey,
That-
hey. My voice is amazing. Everyone loves it.
No, Chank, you're gonna dispose of garbage. That's what Kenny meant, of course.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Not?
I think the garbage
Oh, okay,
disposal is actually somebody else, but
Okay,
Uh,
I can say one thing, and that is that the broadcast on that day will be a part of it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
That's true. It will be around the broadcast, but broadcast. Damn it. But it's also officially sanctioned by the Distant Worlds 2 organizing team. That's also already pretty much.
Which is also
clear.
why we can't say a whole lot, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
We can say it's going to be awesome.
We can say it's going to
Yeah,
be
that's-
awesome,
that's
and we can
awesome.
say that there's going to be a pretty much day-long thing.
Yeah, we won't start at 0 a.m. On the 18th. Of course, we talk UTC or in-game time here, but we will be starting around, well, I think noon? Yep,
I
pretty
think
much
we'll do
around
that.
noon. And it's gonna be both on video and radio, of course. It's gonna be about the expedition, of course, and centered around it. And it, of course, will involve the everyone. Not
And the organizers.
yeah, not now. I mean the participants of the
Yeah,
expedition.
that too. That too.
So
A lot of people.
yeah, a lot of people. Also, yeah,
Mm.
not just people who are known among the community, but everyone. So you too, everyone who's listening and watching and whatever.
All right, bad idea, but let's do this. Flat cannons on. This is such a bad idea.
You always say
You're
that.
gonna shoot at the fireflies now.
If I die, tell my beer I
I'm
loved
gonna
it.
laugh.
Tell my beer I love
No one's
it.
gonna miss you.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
hmm
For the entertainment.
I can't see my
Okay,
flat
I'm back
cannon
below
because the
50 jumps.
explosions have disappeared. I don't see explosions anymore, so I can't tell how far I'm shooting.
Why? What did you do?
I have no
They're
idea what I
eating your
did.
missiles.
They could be, but they're definitely not reacting.
The thing is, you're actually not shooting at all. It's just your imagination.
Well, lights are coming out, and if I release it too soon, it definitely damages me. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
just
bit
you
nasty.
banging your head against your what's it called?
For what flat
Console.
cannons do module damage? That's the nasty part.
Ooh, terraforming. Yeah, sorry, I just found a terraforming candidate.
What-
I've found so many terraforming, heavy metal, earth-like, and water worlds. I'm like, eh.
well, I wasn't gonna stick
that's
around
what
here
I'm
the
looking
whole
for
stream, and
this,
I've
on
been
this
here.
expedition.
Been here most of the time, so I'm actually gonna leave now. Goodbye, little frightening red glowy lights. Goodbye. Interesting new crystal structures. Those are also very cool. Let's fly by another one of those real quick before I leave.
Interesting. I can utilize my GPU for rendering with rendering CGI and can play parallelly without any loss in performance. The RTX graphics cards are really something.
Yeah, I got a 2070 a couple weeks ago. I've been pretty happy with it.
I got the 2060 and it's actually not bad because you can play everything in ultra on 1440p and it runs smoothly at 60 FPS. Of course, if you want to play competition stuff and use high FPS monitors, that's where it's gonna meet its maker. But for 1080p gaming or super sampling and stuff like that, it's perfect actually. So, Chank, didn't you get an RTX graphics card too?
Yeah, I also got the 2060, and I really like it.
Yeah, you can set your super sampling in Elite to 1.5. That's rendering the game at 1440p if you got it at 1080p. And yeah, all kinds of stuff. That's why you can tweak the graphics settings so hard and not experience any loss in performance.
Yeah, I mean, people can probably see on the stream. It's not as ridiculous as I've had it up before. It's toned down, but the core of the galaxy is a much brighter, nicer color, and even everything else just looks a little bit better. I don't have. You also have a third. You have another program running though, a GFX something, right?
I've got Reshade.
Yeah.
I had Reshade. I just deactivated it because it kind of messed up the the AA. So
Anti-aliasing.
yeah, anti-aliasing. But I've got the MFAA activated in NVIDIA controls, and that pretty much fixes any aliasing issues. And I also believe that's why Nagi meant the image looked a little unsharp, like blurry. But that's just because of the multi-frame anti-aliasing.
Yeah, I need to actually I need to adjust those because like my screenshots, they look all right until you actually see them in full size, and it's just kind of like, I'm seeing edges. Seeing jagged edges doesn't look good, Chank.
Yeah, I see those too, but they're really negligible by now. And Elite is one of the games where AA actually has really, really big trouble getting the stuff work right. Like you got the speed lines to the light and red, to the left and right of your cockpit, and those are pretty much straight up and down. So they always will be shimmering and stuff like that because anti-aliasing cannot fix that. And also the orbit lines, because they're only 1 pixel wide, will always look like a little bit jagged.
Yeah, those are always going to be a bit jagged. There's nothing you can really do. You can rotate your ship, have it across a wider section of the screen, rather than traveling across it. But
yeah, well, the more diagonal it is, the more the AA does good work. But if it's horizontal or vertical, it will be at least if it's close to it, it will look just awful.
Cranking that super sampling up really helps if you play in VR, though.
How much super sampling do you play if you play in VR? Do you play in VR?
I haven't recently, so I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I think I have it set to 2.
Okay, I'm playing at 1.5, because that looks actually just fine.
But this question came up in the general fleet comm this week. It came up a couple times actually.
What?
Is the radio continuing after Distant
Yes.
Worlds 2?
Well, we probably have stopped by now, if not. No, but it will be continuing, and we will be having shows as much as we can. We will, of course, try to focus on bigger events that are happening, and the reveal of our Imperial Allegiance also could tell you something about what we're going to do after Distant Worlds. No, it's not actually Imperial Allegiance. It's my own
with,
empire.
With everybody
The
flying
Emperor.
Corvettes.
Yes, exactly, and belugas. But it's not about the ships, and it's not the empire that's back in the bubble. It's my empire, and we will build it from scratch, starting on Beagle Point, at Beagle Point. So there's that. Yes, we will continue.
Well, summer will be hard sometimes, I guess, because people tend to go on vacations during the summer.
Yeah, summer hole, but the auto DJ will of course be there for you.
And the auto DJ really improved with all the music we got on
Yeah.
Bernard and the request feature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Yep.
still has some stability things that are being worked on. That's back end server stuff, but I know Michael's been talking with people about that, and
That stream offline issue is really nagging me. I hate it. Yeah, I mean, the problem is I can't tell what's causing it, and as the lack of response from the dev team also seems to tell me they don't know either.
yeah, we have our own radio dev team. It's not the Frontier dev team. It's it's Azuracast, isn't it? Or
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And well, there's a GitHub issue about this, and there hasn't been a response in 2 days. And yeah,
Yeah, it's not just our radio though. It's just something in the system somewhere.
exactly. And the funny thing is, we didn't have that before, so it actually has been introduced by the new system, and we actually have been using the same backend, the almost the same backend before, at least for the auto DJ and the radio itself. Hmm.
Well, I can say post Distant Worlds 2, Drinking with the Wolves is going to be probably sporadic at times because, as I announced in the staff chat, but I guess I'll make that announcement here and, of course, on my show tomorrow, I'm going to be lovely. I'm actually going to be picking up another part-time job making $25 an hour, doing what I love doing, teaching people how to save people. So my Saturdays and Sundays are probably going to start being very, very busy in the coming months. So
Yeah.
Drinking with the Wolves will probably start to become very sporadic.
That is good news for everyone out there who's listening. There's a guy teaching your children and someone else teaching people how to save you, and we're both alcoholics.
Yep.
What's that? Yay for alcoholics?
Wait, no, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a drunk.
No.
Alcoholics go to meetings.
No. Yeah, alcoholics go to meetings. Also, I'm a fine connoisseur of specially filtered water.
Yes.
Aha.
aged to perfection.
Water cheese.
Oh, me and Kenny are just trying to take this downhill as fast as possible.
Oh
Thanks,
god.
after a left, I can open a beer.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Hold on, yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that sound is proof that Shank is living in Japan, because who else drinks beer out of a can?
Oh man, it's not even
I know
beer.
Americans
it's,
don't.
well, I mean, it is. Americans drink beer out of cans, but it's
No, they
Yeah.
use bottles.
No, we very
no.
much
No.
Okay. Nah, well, America is Japan, I guess.
They invaded Japan. So.
Yeah.
No, it's the other way around.
No. We didn't invade. Oh, am I already
Japan
here?
invaded America.
Wait.
Yeah, and America
Pearl
invaded
Harbor.
back.
Am I already
Oh,
here?
that's what
Oh,
it's
jeez.
called. I invade you back
I
now.
wasn't even. I wasn't even paying
Yeah,
attention.
well,
I am
well,
where I'm going.
they could have stopped defending them off, but no, they went further.
Also, we
Yeah,
we
that's-
never
that's
we
the
never
American way.
invaded Japan.
You did.
No, we didn't. Nor did we actually land troops on any actual Japan landmass until after the war, and we occupied. We
there.
occupied. We occupied. It was not an
You live
invasion.
there. That's an invasion.
No.
Or an occupation.
It-
Well, you invaded and then occupied an apartment in Japan. and
Yes,
sometimes classrooms.
I now occupy.
This class-
I now
Oh
occupy
my.
Japanese schools. Yes.
we nuked Japan specifically to avoid an invasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, that was preemptive because the actual attack already happened.
Well, no, it was.
No,
It was
that
because
was America. I say
no,
it was America
because
being
it was
childish and just saying, "Pa, we don't let that go so easily." And then,
exactly. So there you go.
That's
Let's
what
stop the
nukes sound
conversation
like.
there. Let's stop the conversation there.
yeah, let's not go political, please.
I mean, even if we're being jokey, that's still a touchy one.
Yeah.
But
Um,
don't talk about the war.
the war.
Oh, I can make some very poor taste comments or jokes right now.
We are in a room with
If
we are in a
it's
room with
about
two
Germany,
Germans,
it's fine.
Kenny. So
Do it.
Well, you know why the war actually ended. It's because Hitler got his fucking gas bill.
oh,
I didn't see that one yet.
oh
That's
man,
a
very I told
you.
that
Boy.
oof. That's
That's a very common one.
that's
I didn't know that one yet.
oh man. Don't laugh. I don't want to laugh.
Shank.
Oh
go.
no, I know. I just have like I try to cover it up, but I've got a horrible sense of humor, which is why I try to keep it straight. Cause man, there is a darkness inside of me. Let me tell you. Oh boy.
Oh, God damn it! I need to figure out how Turgeon makes his soundboard thingy work.
How he plays the soundboard
Just
through the
ask him.
Discord.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh well, I think he does this. Actually, can I set it up to do it? So if I do,
Well, you have to play back through Discord too. That's the
yeah,
problem.
that's the thing, and I think I can actually do that by going to here. That's my. There we go. And if I try to play a file,
Don't break
you guys keep talking. I'm gonna figure this out.
Blah blah
La
blah.
la 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 la.
Well, while Chink over there cracked open a cold one, unfortunately I don't have a cold one, so I've got my peach schnapps over here then.
Oh, that's
I'm
like
drinking
to-
straight from the bottle.
Peach snaps.
Why waste a glass when you could just drink straight from the bottle?
Yeah.
What have
safe
you got
from
any
being-
guesses?
when you're drinking peach schnapps, you really don't have any dignity left anyway. So
If you
I am
say
completely
so.
offended. Do you think I had dignity to begin with?
I mean, I assume at some point in your
If you
past-
had if you ever never had dignity, why are you offended? Because that requires dignity.
Shh.
So that's what this gonna be about.
No, that only plays it on my end. That doesn't work. Crap.
Yeah, that's what I said. But I know a way, and
Through
I
virtual.
have found a
simulation.
You know
terraforming
the
terminal for you.
way?
I know the way.
Cause I want to play it through. I want to play it through the line as if the line cable is also a microphone, but not as a microphone, as an output device. So I'll be able to hear it, but it will also play in the disc. It's confusing.
Yes, you need an additional virtual sound card.
I think I need an
And then you
additional
need to
cable.
reroute
Yeah,
it,
and I'm not paying
you
for that.
need to
I'm not-
mangle those and stuff like that.
I'm not paying. What I need is a physical box that I can just plug cables into, and then I can do it easy. That's not,
Yay for mixers.
that's
Yeah, I want a hardware mixer.
that's where I am, man.
And that's
Hardware is
just
where it's
easy.
at. Yeah, I can't figure this out right now.
Who keeps writing in the staff channel?
It's the one who are too afraid
Huntsman
to speak.
and Scalios who are not talking. Even though
Yeah,
talking
what
about?
they're just writing. But
Can you guys hear me or not?
we can see
Yes,
you
we can
and
hear
we can
you.
hear you.
I think I fucked up my mic at some point.
it works. Just don't breathe into it.
It's a snake.
Snake.
Badger, 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 badger.
Oh
badger,
God,
badger,
mushroom,
badger.
Mushroom.
Oh, you're in a different.
You
private
started
group,
it.
Michael.
Yes, I am.
Michael, you started it.
I did not start nothing.
Of course you did. You invaded Poland.
I
All
invited
by
Poland.
himself.
I invited Poland to be Germany. Yes, and then
Invited. Wow.
when they refused-
Remind me to avoid
I
German
changed a few
parties
letters about
because
that.
that's a new definition of invited that I've never heard before. So
And when they refused, I
teach you
had to
something
change a
there.
few letters. And then there we are. That's how it happened.
I'm looking
That's
for this
actually
mountain, and they've
everything.
changed the terrain, so now there's all kinds of mountains on this thing. But the giant mountain is so obvious. Like,
Oh, are you in
I'm at Maya's tip.
Maya's?
Yeah. That's I mean that's what I call it because Maya found it, but it's this giant monstrosity of a mountain that comes out of this planet. And there it is. Yeah, it's obvious. It's so obvious. Look at this thing. Look at this thing on stream.
I'm gonna go over after the expedition and
Look at
try
this
to climb it.
thing. Oh, it takes like over an hour to climb in an SRV.
I got time after the expedition.
Like it's 20.
I mean-
It's close to 20 kilometers high, and it's
I mean,
but the thing is, it's not like it's a sharp peak. I can land my beluga on the top of it. It's just that
Yeah.
huge.
I'm gonna probably be
That's what
able
he
to land
said.
too then with my cutter. But the next appointment I got with my main account will be Christmas Carriers Convoy 4, so I got enough time to do shit like that.
I actually have to be careful because the normal glide will just crash me into the side of it because it's so high. I have to glide off to the side of it and then climb back up in my ship to get to the top.
How close is it to the orbital border?
Well, like I said, the orbital border is at 50. It's about halfway up. It really is over 20
Okay.
kilometers. It's over 20 kilometers high at the very peak.
Because I remember there was a mountain somewhere in the bubble, even I think, that got above the orbital border, and you couldn't land
Yes,
on it
Mount
anymore. You would just
Everest.
glitch through.
Mount
Yeah,
Mount
and
Everest.
that one got nerfed, as far as I know.
Yeah, they shrunk it. It's still pretty impressive, but it's actually smaller than this one now. This is the largest mountain that I know of in the galaxy. But I mean, yeah, I'm pulling even with it at 24, 25 kilometers up still.
How interesting is it to climb for? Have you ever tried that? Is that interesting
Oh, yeah.
terrain?
It's actually a lot of fun to climb because it's got a lot of weird different terrain, but it's not like all jaggy. It's kind of like a hill that's just extruded upwards. So I will say though,
It's a bit
because
like
of because of how
Olympus Mons on Mars.
yeah, kind of, but like because of how high it is, when you start driving up it, there are certain parts where like your SRV will appear to sink through the planet because the game is not used to rendering something at this altitude. The game gets legitimately confused.
I also saw someone found a really weird mountain that just had vertical walls. It was just a piece of land that was above the rest of the surface. It
Oh,
was really buggy.
well, yeah, that was before the terrain changes back like what was that? That was over a year ago now.
No, that was on the expedition.
Oh, really? Like this one?
Yeah, that was close to, I think, waypoint 3 or 4.
Oh man, I'm glad those bugs still exist. It's kind of like the flying through stars in a system when you enter a system. That bug was supposedly fixed like 2 years ago, but it was never actually fixed, and I'm glad they didn't, because man, that gets your heart pounding, and it's like that's the most adrenaline you'll get from this game.
Real quick, hello, Class 4 gas giant.
Find a class 5 one. I haven't found a single one on this Inwards 2. I have found all other types of gas giants except the helium gas giants, but not a single type 5 or class 5 gas giant.
You know what? I
Gotta
gotta
stay
say
with
something.
5 helium.
I gotta say, like
Go ahead.
around the abyss up here, I've found a lot of water giants. Just
I found a lot of those.
randomly, a lot of water giants up in the abyss. Like I didn't see any of them before. I mean, well, I maybe saw a couple,
try
but then it's like
something.
now since I've been here, I see them. Whoa!
Wow.
Oh God! Why did you do that? Like while I'm landing on this mountain. Okay, that works. However you did it, good job.
Yeah. The only thing that didn't work is me hearing it.
Okay, so you can't hear it, but we can. All right. But anyway, yeah, I'm at the peak of this thing, which is, it's hard to say what is the peak because it really is so large and wide and. I mean, the mountain itself is the top of it itself is so vast that like it curves, and from it you can see the curvature of the entire planet. So, the tip of this thing curves, and it's weird. Why are you
I think
guys
I
giggling?
found-
What's going
I
on?
found
You
2
said tit.
ammonia gas giants and 1 helium-rich gas giant, and all the others. But yeah, no class 5. And there's also helium gas giant, not helium-rich, but helium gas giants. And so far, they've only appeared in 2 systems. And one of them is a bug, caused by a bug, and the other one was a random find also during the expedition.
Yeah, I remember seeing somebody found a helium giant, not the helium rich, but it showed up in the codex as a helium.
Yeah, those codex entries are swapped for some reason.
I found a system that had 5 helium-rich and 2 water giants in it.
Wow,
Oh my.
wow, nice. This is-
That's really interesting. It's only one system randomly generated that has been found with one so far
okay.
in the
Yeah.
entire galaxy.
Herculi 51 or something like that. Herculi 50 something.
No, not the bugged one, the other one.
Oh, really?
The bugged one is also in the bubble. I think
I
it
thought-
has 3 or 4 of them.
Okay, I thought that was found like on the expedition for some reason.
Yeah, no, that was the other one. And also, the one that's been found on the expedition, it only has like 20% helium in the atmosphere.
You talk like this when you're on the planet.
There we go. I'm touchdown on top of this giant thing.
Second test.
Yeah, I heard something.
Yeah, I can hear that.
It's like a quiet
Yeah.
little beep beep beep.
Got all his Metal Gear sound effects now.
Hmm.
Are you doing that in Radio Boss or Fubar?
Fuba.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Because Radio Boss would be fun, because then you have the soundboard. But with Fubar, you have to manually put in a file and play it.
Hmm. Yeah, but it's still just to try out things.
You know what we need? We need that. We just need that sound, the soundboard that all the streamers use. What's it called?
Yeah, that somehow didn't work for me.
Elgato. Elgato, yeah, that's what it is, Scalios. Thank you. I kind of genuinely really want one of those. Even though I know that I would not really use it. It would just be a stupid toy. The Elgato sound deck or soundboard or something.
Oh yeah, Stream Decks. Still, as long
There's
as
a
they
couple of
work
them.
for you
Elgato
guys.
is the one that I know about because that's what like most people use. But
Mhm.
I'm in this kind of boring flat area. I'm gonna try to move up that side and
Good morning.
get a better view. Oh,
Sarah.
is
Good
that
morning.
Seraph? Hello,
Morning.
good morning.
I said I would join after I got coffee, and I got coffee, and I've had some.
You still sound sleepy.
Yay!
I am still sleepy. I was up really, really early because I was being taught how to mine.
What the hell's happening with my shield? It started recharging and now it's stuck.
I could really use coffee.
Do you want some?
Yeah, if you could just fax
I
that
have
over.
no pips.
That's what he
Fax that over. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, if I could, I'd like. It's one of those novelty mugs, so I could half a mug fax it over if I could. But last night I got my Cobra Mach 3, so I'm happy.
Congratulations.
It's a
Thank
fine
you.
ship.
It was
Man,
recommended.
Cobra's
for,
a great ship,
Not combat.
but I'm still torn
Cobra,
between.
You can use
I'm
it for everything, basically.
Still torn. Cobra or Viper? What do you guys fly? Because I could never decide between the two of them.
Corvette.
Combat.
No. That's not an option. Damn it. But seriously,
Corvette is always an option.
Cobra or Viper? Because somebody was asking me about the the
Which
best
Viper? The 3
general
or
the
4?
best general
Yeah,
path.
specification.
The best general path or of progression through ships when you start, and I was kind of like, well, you got Sidewinder, and then maybe a hauler, and then you get a
Always
Cobra,
gotta be a Cobra
and then a Cobra or
because,
Viper, and it was like, which one do you? And after that, you can get your T6, and once you have your T6, you can get anything.
I think Cobra has more cargo capacity, so unless you're doing combat, I would definitely go with Cobra.
Okay. Which is just a big Sidewinder, basically. It's model.
Yeah. And it's also the mascot ship of Elite.
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, the Sidewinder everyone gets, but the Cobra is the Elite logo mascot ship, so.
Once I got it and I got out a dog, I was just like, oh my god, this is fast. It was so much faster. And don't get me wrong, I didn't leave station with it just, you know, out of the shipyard build either. I upgraded some things, but I had 2.2 mil and I left the station with like 400k.
Don't
Question.
fly without rebuy.
Answer.
That's what I was about to ask. Do you have rebuy?
I think so.
Your insurance.
That's a bad answer.
But I mean,
is a
if
very
you're
bad
if you're in a Cobra, your insurance is only like 20k, so you're probably
Yeah.
fine.
The Cobra itself was only like 300k. It's the stuff inside it I'm
Yeah.
worried about.
No,
it's,
it's
bad.
bad.
it's always the stuff inside of it. Like the what was it? Cohen made the joke about the Class 8 fuel scoop club, which only belugas can be a part of, but you can actually buy a fuel scoop that costs 3 times more than your ship. And
Basically a flying,
Yeah.
basically a flying fuel scoop.
and
Which
it's
is
like,
a lot in case
who
of
would
the
buy
beluga.
an 8A fuel scoop? What kind of...
I mean, I was looking at the frameshift drive that is the highest I can get, which is 3A. And I'm like, do I want to get it? Do I not want to get it?
Yeah, you want to get it.
It's
You want to
1.6
get it. You
mil.
want to...
Yeah,
Yes,
you
you do.
definitely-
It's
Yeah, you do.
1.6 mil.
You still...
mil.
You want it. You
I
want it.
do.
You want it.
Things like
I did it.
for things like the drive, going all the way up to Class A makes a significant difference. But a Class A
I
fuel
think
scoop
I
is
went
not
down to
that
B.
much faster than a Class B.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
got,
The fuel
3B.
fuel scoops have a bad economy, and it's never really addressed, but they do. The Pilots Federation, Frontier know about it, but they're like, the bad economy makes sense because it's literally just a way to burn money out of the system.
Right.
So
I mean, it's diminishing returns. So
I mean, get a B. You don't. I don't even go for a top. Or a top level. So like, I have like a Class 7B or something fuel scoop, I think.
What's your driving?
Well,
Excuse
I'm
me,
in a
what are
beluga,
you driving?
so I'm in the biggest ship in the game.
as long as you don't downsize your fuel scoop below your frameshift drive, then you're fine.
Yeah, but
It
that's
should be
default on a
average.
beluga.
And I'm tempted to jump on and just be like, "What do I have in the Cobra?" I
Actually,
wonder
let
if
me
I'm
check. I
docked.
can look.
should be
I can look at my
docked.
modules. I'm flying a 6B.
So that's-
Excuse me. I'm flying a 6B fuel scoop in a beluga.
You
Wow.
lied.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
6B.
I couldn't
it takes
stand
me.
that.
It takes me like 2.5 minutes to fuel from nothing to full.
It can't be worse than the Sidewinder, because I was sitting there
Can.
at six per second, and it still wouldn't move. I'm
Well,
just like,
it's
"Please."
all about how big your fuel tank is. I also carry 100.
No,
I
it's
have a
all
fuel
about
tank.
how much you use up on each jump. That's the important factor.
Yeah, I also have a
Yeah.
fuel. I have a fuel tank that has 128 tons of capacity, so it's like a 6B is not great. I think I did it because I wanted the module space for other things. So
Gives you more time to FSS.
Well,
that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be sitting scooping for at least a minute every 5 stars, but
no, Beluga only has Class 6 optional internals, but it has Class 7 frameshift drive, so...
yeah, okay. Oh no! Excuse me. That's not the Beluga. It's the Anaconda that has the Class 8 fuel scoop, and the fuel scoop costs
No,
more.
7.
Is it not the what has the Class 8?
Anaconda has the Class 7 scoop,
Federal Corvette.
but not the Class 6 frameshift drive. and
It's not the
Corvette
Cutter.
has
The Cutter
something.
doesn't have a Class 8.
Corvette only
It
has a
does.
class.
The Cutter has 2 Class
It's
8
the-
slots.
Type 10 Cutter Corvette. Is that it?
No, Cutter does not have a class 8.
Frameshift drive.
No. We're talking about modules.
Not even our. Yeah,
Cutter
neither
has
module
two
nor
class 8s.
frameshift drive.
But yeah, no, like with I think the Type
The
10,
Cutter has
Type
two
10,
Class
Type
8
9,
internal
and
slots.
Type 10, Type 9, and something else. You can literally buy a frameshift, or not you can buy a fuel scoop that costs 3 times more than your actual ship.
That's scary.
9, 10, and Cutter.
9,
Yeah, the
10,
Cutter
9, 10,
can
and
fit a
Cutter. Okay.
Class 8 fuel scoop. I have a 8B because the 8A is just too expensive.
By the way, anybody watching on stream, that's not me zoomed out. That literally is the curvature of the planet from the top of this mountain.
Yeah. So the Class 8A fuel scoop costs 245 million with 15% discount.
Wow. Yeah, I was happy when I got the 2 mil. Come on now.
By the way, the best ship in terms of fuel scooping is the Clipper because it has a Class 5 frameshift drive, but it has a Class 7 slot. For fuel scoop.
Yeah, well,
So
at
on
least-
each jump it can use. Oh, let me check how much. 5 tons of fuel is the maximum usage. And the 7A fuel scoop scoops 1.2 tons in a second. So with an empty tank to full, it's 12 seconds.
All right, so I'm going to do a little demo of this video, which is in low res at the moment, but the full version will be 1080p or 4K. But yeah, here's the demo of the bumper that Michael's working on, I guess, to intro videos, which means I have to edit them into shit. Thank you, Michael.
No, I was just playing around and don't know if it's gonna be used at all, but it's just a bumper for the radio.
I have to resize this and make it fit.
What I think is really annoying when you are in game and go into your modules and info panel, it doesn't show everything.
You know you can play it in OBS, Chang, right?
I'm playing it in OBS.
You're
Also,
playing
you
in
can't
Unity.
see how big your fuel tank is in game, which is really annoying.
So there you go. Let's turn that off.
It's playing in a loop, and it's just 90 seconds of 300, 90 frames of 300 frames.
I like the removal of the rotation, though. I definitely approve of that.
Hey, Kenny, you
for
there?
some reason the rendering stopped. but
Nope, I'm
that-
definitely not here.
that it's
You might not
okay.
want to look at the seal bob right now.
Oh, the seal. What?
Oh,
The seal bob.
Whole seal basking cove. You might not want to.
That server itself is not for everyone, I can say.
They're discussing
Are you
certain
talking
items
about
on
that
Tuesday.
GIF? That unknown posted?
Kenny might need to ban some people.
Kenny likes banning people.
No, wait, what?
Which
That
channel am
Anna?
I supposed to be looking at? Because I don't see. Oh, wait, hold on. We're talking. Oh.
that reaction! Wow!
That
You,
wasn't
oh,
very
you
happy.
know it's good. You know it's good when he's like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be looking. Oh.
Now I wish I could see the horrors.
Now I'm curious.
Kenny,
I
screenshot
can't
this.
look. I'm jealous.
What channel am I looking?
Now you're gonna do the O.
People
what
are
server
trying
am I
to
looking at?
insinuate that pineapple on pizza is acceptable.
Yes, it
Because
is.
it is.
Hey, whoa, whoa,
Perfectly
whoa! Hey,
acceptable.
hold on.
It's a capital offense.
Not in my empire.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. I am a fan of Hawaii, so pineapple. Thank you.
Yeah,
don't
well,
like
it's a
pineapple
matter
at
of
all.
taste, of course, but
I'm not
only
sh-
pineapple on pizza, that is bad.
No,
but
no,
you
no,
need
no.
something,
Only you.
something
Possibly
salty in contrast.
Yeah, you get
Against it's
yourself some
just
like
sweet
roast
and
ham
salty.
on
Sweet
there
and
and
salty is
pineapple.
legit.
There you go.
I'm just gonna sit
Pineapple,
back and enjoy my coffee.
pineapple by itself is amazing.
No,
Pineapple does not belong on pizza.
I don't like pineapple by itself even.
Well,
What?
pineapple by
I think
itself on
someone needs to
pizza
get
is
banned.
bad. That's what I was gonna say. Pineapple on pizza by itself is bad, but if you got something salty as a contrast, it's
I
just
just
as
don't like
any.
pineapple at
It's
all.
just
'Cause
salty
it's way too
chocolate.
sweet.
It's
Can
salty chocolate.
can we ban Nagi saying that pineapple is bad?
I didn't say it's
I'm so
bad.
confused right now.
Here I'm thinking I lived with somebody that would get just pineapple on pizza and then smother it in ketchup. So
Oh,
Wow.
God. Okay, no. All right, no. Now you've crossed a line. All right.
No,
he
no,
smothered
she hasn't.
everything in ketchup.
guided
Nah,
us.
there are rules.
It's just
Dude,
that
I don't eat that.
you probably needed therapy after seeing that, after
Oh,
witnessing that.
it was either pineapple alone or it was pineapple and pepperoni. And I would just stare at
Oh,
him
Ooh,
I
that's
every time with the
Uh,
ketchup.
pineapple and
what?
pepperoni. I
actually, you know
can.
what I'll say is actually really
I
amazing that
think
I've
it's
learned.
okay. I guess
I've learned
I
this
might
from Japan.
like it.
Is get like the giga meat, the all meats, the sausage, pepperoni, ham,
Oh yeah.
pancetta, everything, right? And then mayonnaise.
You lost me.
Wait, did you say
Yeah.
mayonnaise?
Yeah, mayonnaise.
Have you ever tried
Oh, God.
okonomiyaki?
No, it's a Japanese thing, but oh man, I've been living here 10 years and I love it. Mayonnaise.
Yeah,
Oof.
mayonnaise on things
Well,
is
Japanese mayonnaise is known to be
unexpectedly
better
awesome.
anyway.
Here's the other thing. Japanese mayonnaise isn't the same as North
American
American
It's
or
aioli.
European mayonnaise. It's completely different because it's not like it's not egg based or something. It's so
Soy based.
uh,
Probably.
probably. I mean, literally half the food in this country is soy based. So,
Then I shouldn't visit.
Why?
I have bad reactions to soy. It makes me not a happy camp.
There's a reason why they're small people, you know.
No, there's a reason why
Oh.
I can't eat
Well,
soy.
actually,
It's the estrogen.
that's the seafood diet. But I mean, very much like Italians. But then, like now that they've adopted like beef and chicken and stuff from China and Russia and Australia and North America, like the diet's changed and people are getting taller and bigger in general. But
It's because you came
I'm
over.
getting hungry again.
I haven't eaten yet, so I have no excuse.
I've eaten a pizza before the show, but I'm hungry again already.
Or I get some nice steak after the show.
I think I'll make a pizza after the show.
I'm probably gonna make oatmeal because
Oatmeal. That's nice too.
well, it's also like
Never
new
actually
here.
tried
Lebanon.
that.
Yeah,
You
I haven't
haven't had
tried real
oatmeal?
oatmeal yet. Well, what you use to prepare oatmeal are what's that called? Oat, of course, it's oat. We usually in Germany we usually eat it with milk and sugar, or something like that.
Brown sugar and maple syrup. That's where it's
That's
at.
Canada.
That's my favorite. Brown sugar and maple syrup. Do it
You
to it.
secret Canadian.
On
Maybe.
oat or pure?
Y'all are
I've
wrong.
been to Canada.
Y'all are wrong.
I've been-
It's grits and molasses. That's where it's at.
Oh my god,
Oh
Jake.
yeah, grits are
Ugh.
good.
Oh
No,
God,
grit-
no.
grits and butter for sure.
I'll probably take
I
grits over
What's-
grits
yeah,
and
what-
bacon.
What's
Oh
is fresh cheese.
man.
Cream cheese
Grits
and grits.
is
Grits with
Not
crumbled
me.
bacon. Get some bacon bits up
can
in
you
there.
just type
Oh.
that in chat so I can put it into a translator?
The
Yeah, my
the
grandpa used to eat
Europeans don't
grits
even
and
know what
bacon bits.
the Europeans don't even know what grits are, and it's like that is exclusively like American South. That is the only place that
I've had
eats,
grits
knows
a few
what grits
times,
are.
but
Yeah, instant
try-
grits or the real
Just-
grits?
Just type it in chat.
No, real grits. Instant grits are awful.
Yeah, I was
You
asking
can-
Sarah.
You can
Bacon
make
nugget.
instant grits good.
You have to add a lot of shit to it, man.
Well, that's why I go with
wasn't
molasses,
bad.
man. Like that's where you go. You go to Waffle House. You get yourself a steak and eggs,
Grits.
and then grits and molasses on the side, and that's a
Hey.
meal
Wait a
anytime.
minute.
I'm from
Hey.
I'm from the north. We don't have that Waffle House.
Yeah, you
I'm
do.
gonna
I'm
stop
worried.
playing the game now because I'm getting hungry. And when I'm hungry,
This
I
looks
get distracted
interesting.
and fly into stars.
Be careful, don't boop the star.
Oh
that's
man.
what
Oh, oops.
Quit.
Anybody watching or
Okay,
listening to
how
this is just like, wow, grits and molasses. Cenk is so southern. Like, yep, give me some fried okra and collard greens. I'm good to go.
I got family from
Ew,
New Orleans, so
ew.
I have no idea what that says, Nagi, but I'm gonna trust you.
What? Come again, Nagi? I wasn't paying attention right now.
I posted the German explanation in chat.
Grits ist
Corn.
eine Speis
Grits.
und groben Grieß oder Grütz Mais.
Grits ist eine Speise aus grobem Grieß und Grütze aus Mais, die besonders in der amerikanischen Südstaatenküche beliebt ist.
watch your mouth.
That's what it's pronounced in German.
Are you gonna
Grits is
You know-
pronounced.
We could have-
sandwich?
Grits is
We
a
could have done
coarse
a German
semen.
challenge. We could have done a German challenge. Now you ruined it.
Grits is a coarse semolina or
Uh-huh.
corn pudding popular in Southern American cuisine. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair.
So corn pudding
Yeah.
we don't have, but we have grease brie.
Well, it's not
Grease
corn pudding. You
Let me just
grind it up
translate grease.
and turn it kind of into a not quite a flour. It's grits are grits,
Close to
man.
consistency to oatmeal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really close to oatmeal, but grits are grits. It's really
It's-
hard to describe.
Corn
Well,
pudding is
like-
actually way different. It's more like a corn pudding is more like a brownie, actually.
Yeah.
You know what semolina is?
Well, it's like
Not
I mean,
talking
it's
about
it's,
food.
it's the difference
Semolina?
between like when people say what's a cobbler, and it's like, well, you've got Northern Yankee cobbler and you've got real cobbler. And
Explain the difference to me, Cenk.
Other
the
people
actual
always think
cobbler is
everything is
one-
like real to them, but
That's,
everybody else is.
cobblers are the guys who fix your shoes.
no,
That's
no.
cobbler.
Cobbler
Cobbler's
is
pie.
cobbler's kind of like American Pie, but it's
Shoemaker.
It's less crust.
yeah. But
Okay, this show has turned into a weird food show, but I like it.
welcome to Distant Radio, the
Um,
#1 food podcast on the internet right now.
Yes,
But your
indeed.
DJs are hungry.
But we need Nagi. Do you know by now if broadcast is gonna air tonight?
I can see that George Hawkins is online on the Discord.
Yes.
Shrug.
Shrug. Yeah. Well, you were the one who actually said broadcast might not take place tonight, so I expect you to back up your sources.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're the news.
Yeah, someone asked on it on the Discord chat, and Turgeon replied, "Oh, the Elder Bros are still there, all right. They just have 1 foot in Hargrim now, so half the time they appear invisible." Blah blah. Oh no, that's the wrong answer. We have to consult Hargrim.
We are all
We have to consult
professionals.
Hargrim to see if they will reveal the mysteries of the show to us. That's what he said.
Oh, Nagi's still at Samotis.
Have you
Where is
asked a
Michael? Oh,
follow-up
there you are.
question with
No,
that?
that's Penny.
What?
Where are you? Michael, you're not in FleetCom.
Of course I'm in FleetCom.
I've got
No,
No,
you're not.
I'm not in FleetCom.
I'm
got
just not High Emperor there.
so many people here in FleetCom. I can see Yannick. I can see Nagi. I can see Alex. Alex is online.
Yes, he's also flying. He's 20,000 light years away from me.
And
Alex is
you're
online.
looking in the Discord and
There's
just
Kenny.
select the radio
There's
channel. in
Falunka.
Discord
I can
and-
literally see half of the radio crew on here. Wait a second, is that you?
I've
No, that's Penny
actually
again.
talked to Alex, and he said something that he's gonna say hi soon.
Michael, you're
I'm
not.
like the
You're
one
not.
that's left
You're
out.
not in the PG, dude. You're not here.
Oh, you're asking PG, dude. No, I'm not in the PG. I just quit the game. And I was in the Distant Radio PG before that. I was thinking you were in the Discord, asking about the Discord.
Oh
My
no, you
God.
were making a. You were.
He's pink.
You were making a big deal about like us being in the wrong or us not meeting up, and
No,
I was like,
just asking.
I was gonna find you and hunt you down, and
Yeah, no, you didn't answer right then, and by now I just quit.
yeah, you
was-
also just
I
pinged
don't
me
know.
5
I'm
times in
out
a
of
single
here.
message. Why would you do
I
that?
was getting distracted because I was almost pooped into a star, so I thought it was time to take a break. Nothing about you guys. It's just about my
It was
attention span.
the star cuddles.
Yes, star cuddle. That's the right word.
I don't have an
Don't
appropriate.
cuddle them stars.
I don't have an
I'll hurt you.
appropriate meme to respond to this. What's wrong with me?
Because star cuddles
that
is a
turned
new
into a
thing.
meme.
again. Eventually, I'm gonna take a picture of myself overheating and just be
Okay,
like,
guess what sound that is?
Coralize one.
No, that.
Oh.
That.
You're
Is that your
scraping
roommate?
something.
No, I'm not scraping anything.
You're lining up cocaine.
And you're
was
not
writing
sharing?
Is it your roommate?
No, I don't have a roommate.
No, the
Anymore.
screw.
Yeah, I threw it out.
Aw.
Didn't clean.
Was he not paying rent?
Yeah, that either.
Oh.
Also,
He's being a
either.
jerk.
He
Hogging on
was
the
screwing
blanket.
with me all the time, so I couldn't stand it. Yeah, no, I was grinding something.
Tell me it wasn't corn to make grits.
No. I'm actually gonna eat another pizza after the show.
Another pizza. Oh man, that I had pizza.
Weed'll
today-
do that to you.
I had pizza today, and I'm already like, man, I'm gonna have a pizza tomorrow too.
I
I
just woke
just
up.
put a pizza in the oven in preparation for smoking. Because I plan ahead.
That's smart. Well,
I had some pizza earlier as well, so I think everybody's had pizza.
I'll have pizza later.
everybody.
There we go. Everybody's had
I
pizza.
haven't eaten yet today.
It's a pizza pie party.
I'm
You
enjoying
wouldn't guess what I had
coffee.
last night. Last night, sort of. I had a cheeseburger pizza.
Cheeseburger.
I don't know.
Pepsi.
I don't want to know what that
Cheeseburger
is.
pizza.
Ooh. Ugh.
Yeah, it's pizza topped with all the ingredients for a cheeseburger. So actually quite nice.
Yeah. Well.
It's ground beef, onions, salads.
If you say ketchup,
sauces
I'm gonna
and
reach through this
cheddar.
microphone and slap
Cheddar. And also mustard.
you. Ooh.
Only a tiny amount. Only
On
a tiny
what?
amount. And also not hot. On a pizza. It was a
I'm
cheeseburger.
concerned for you.
Just put the
Um,
ingredients for a cheeseburger on a pizza. However you
Um,
preferred.
You may want to get yourself a new dealer because they're obviously lacing your pot with something else.
Oh no.
No, I'm not sure about that. I'm actually pretty sure that it's not the case.
Oh, so Michael, we have a question for you, if you can believe
Oh,
it.
God.
I missed this. I'm
hate
sorry,
questions.
Michael.
Don't we all?
Since we're not going to interview you, but how do you feel about creating the radio and what it's become from where it started and what you might have originally intended?
I made a horrible mistake. Yeah, no. How do I feel? I'm proud. I mean, I've got an empire under my belt.
That's what he
Yeah.
thinks. Hold on, let me grab my guitar with no
Mhm.
strings and play a song for you. I still haven't put strings on that thing, which is really stupid.
Oh no.
It's here. It is a guitar, but it has no
I can
lend you
strings. I
have
just
strings.
don't have
actually
strings.
classic Western strings and electric guitar strings, just not the ones I need.
So
I need classic guitar strings, and I don't have any of those.
Didn't you say you
I
had
could play
these strings the
Slapbox
last
on
time
it, I
you did the
guess,
string?
but
What? Come again, Seraph? You have to.
Oh, Chink was saying he had to get his guitar string the last time we did the round table.
Yeah, I didn't get any new ones by then.
neither did I,
By
obviously.
now. Since then, by now, or my crappy English.
I mean, it's
Won't
it's
be
a cheap, crummy guitar. It's not. It costs like basically like 70, 80 bucks at a recycle shop or something. And I don't actually
Okay.
I don't actually play guitar. I was just like, I should have a guitar just to be really annoying.
For aesthetics.
No, just to be annoying on my own streams. This was years ago, because I also have my own Twitch channel, and I was just like, I'm gonna be really annoying to people who watch my streams, and it was frightfully popular actually for some reason.
Maybe because it hits that southern theme home. Just saying.
Yeah, well, I quit doing my own Twitch stuff a long time ago, unfortunately, or fortunately, depends on how you look at it.
I had to say that now.
Well, you didn't have to. No one was holding a gun to your head.
You don't know that.
Also, Louis Villiers
Maybe
is
he's
saying
breaking back.
grits are tasty. Put butter on them, maybe some cheese. That's actually really good. Like when I get like
Butter is always good.
when I get like the biscuits and gravy and grits, that's when like you put the cheese on the grits and you just kind of eat it as a mash. Oh, it's so good, so good.
That's actually one of the best ways to make instant grits not taste like shit, is to mix in like instant gravy mix.
Here, when I had instant grits, I would make it with honey and butter.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, yeah, that's.
I have
I
a
mean, the molasses. That's yeah.
One thing about honey in the US is confusing me. You have no regulations about how much honey has to be in honey.
You have regulations on honey.
No, we have regulations on that. At least 60% of our honey being sold has to be actual honey made by bees, and Germans and all the European countries actually proud themselves in producing 100% honey.
Well,
What
with me,
else
what it
would
is.
be in there?
You've got most likely malt syrup, sucralose.
Fake honey.
Yeah,
What I do is
Americans put like
go to
boiled down
farmers.
sugar and cane sugar and stuff, which is basically what molasses is, into our honey. So our honey is kind of sweeter, but it's not as
I've
authentic.
never tasted it, so I can't say anything about the taste. But
I'm assuming
yeah, that's one
American
thing.
honey you're
It's
talking
been
about.
confusing me because, well, if there's no honey in there or only 1%, it's not honey. It has the major part of it has to be honey.
It's still mostly honey, like just honey. So
Yeah, I usually try and get firmer local honey
yeah, but I mean, like you can tell the difference
from
between
the
like honey
source.
at a grocery store in America and honey
Oh
from
yeah.
a bee farmer or something.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
usually get it from the farmer's market, so.
I just got confirmation that broadcast will be happening and they will play Helion.
Okay,
Alright.
so should we finish up in like 10 minutes so everyone can go over and watch the broadcast?
Sounds good to me.
Yes, so.
And I will be taking off to fly over to Beagle Point in that time. But yeah, actually, I wonder if I can cut off. I wonder if I can cut Penny off and surprise her. Just send a message in local chat when we're in the same system. That's some tasty cargo you got there. She's not watching the stream. She doesn't know what I'm planning, but I'm pretty sure I can cut her off. I can anticipate what she's doing.
Should I be concerned?
No, I just know my DECE people. I know how they fly, so
Oh.
I can figure out where she's going to go next. And she's taking her time. I can tell she's actually scanning systems, which makes it a lot easier to actually figure out where she's going. It sounds creepy, but it's not. It's more of a Big Brother thing. I just understand them. Not Big Brother like not Big Brother like Orwell Big Brother. I mean like an actual genuine Big Brother. I just know how people think. Yeah.
Here I'm sad because I'm not part of the club.
Well,
So,
I haven't flown with you, and I haven't seen you online. And
who of you
I'm not
guys
in the
actually is the oldest sibling in their family?
I am.
I am by several years.
So you guys know what the big brother role feels like? Just
I'm
like I
the
do.
baby.
I'm a single child, so.
Oh, Nagi spoiled.
Excluding my.
Not really. My parents divorced and it was hard.
Actually, that's
don't-
one thing. Yeah, single kids who their parents divorce actually have. Well, that's child psychology. We won't get into that. We don't have time.
Well, my parents divorced, and then all of my siblings are half brothers and sisters. I'm the only one from that first marriage.
Okay, so my siblings divorced. I got
Siblings.
one-
Whoa! I thought I was.
My
I thought I was.
sorry.
Hold on. I thought I was the redneck here, Michael. What are you not telling us?
No, sorry. my parents divorced. I got one sister, full blood. I got one half brother who's the son of my mother and her new husband, and I've got 3 half brothers on my father's side who I barely know them. I'm the oldest one.
But she's full blood.
Well, my baby brother, who's my half brother on my mother's side, he's pretty much my brother. Nothing about half blood there. He's family for real.
All right, let's see here. I'm the oldest of the sons. The only one older than me is my half sister. Which she was never around because she lived with her mom 99.9% of the year, so I technically was the oldest growing up.
Yeah, I hated the responsibilities I had, and I was the one who got scolded for everything my siblings did.
Yep, I know that feeling.
I know that feeling from work, kinda. The other trainees that got there later than me.
Oh yeah,
I'll be back in a minute.
Bastion Lai is pointing out again that Kinder eggs are illegal in the U.S. And
Oh yes, because there's toy inside the
no,
food.
here's the thing. It's a weird technicality. Everybody thinks, oh, like Americans are afraid that their kids are so stupid that they'll eat the egg without breaking it open and getting the toy. That's not what it is. It's literally an FDA technicality that because the toy is also included in the ingredients parts, it means that reading it just by list of ingredients of what is inside the quote food includes plasticines, that it cannot be sold as a food in the US. That's literally what it is. That's literally what it is.
So the ingredients for the chocolate and the toy ingredients are listed in one ingredient list. On
Well,
US?
it's the ingredients of the contents of the package. So technically, the plastics have to be included in that ingredients list.
Yeah, like if you buy a fully decorated birthday cake, they would have to list, say, candles.
They have to,
as an
yeah.
ingredient.
They list the candle wax as an ingredient.
Well, I don't know what I should think about that,
The-
because it's
the-
actually pretty nice to know everything, every ingredient. Is also candles and stuff. It's pretty detailed, but yeah, if you can't have Kinder eggs because of that, that's pretty stupid.
Well, it's not.
It's just a technicality.
It's a technicality. It's not as bad as what Europeans think. They're like, oh, American children are so stupid that they were gonna eat this and choke on it. That's not what it is.
I mean, they might.
No, that's not.
They
That's
might. They might. I mean, we had kids
I just
eating. We had
think,
kids eating Tide Pods, so you know.
Food laws in the US are pretty lax compared to German food laws. That's a core lie.
Yeah, Corali's awake.
Good morning.
Good evening, sire.
Yeah, I think we're allowed to have like 3 ants in a jar of peanut butter.
Oh my god.
No. It's the component body parts of 3 insects in a certain amount of the food. So if it's like it's like a per serving thing, which is even scarier, because that means that in a serving, if you have like 20 servings in a jar of peanut butter, that means technically in a jar of peanut butter you could have like an ant thorax, a cockroach leg, and a bee's head. Technically.
Oh, see, I thought it was per the entire container.
Is it container or serving on that?
Well,
Actually, I could be wrong.
think
I could be wrong.
The actual regulation is by serving, but it's like 0.01 insect parts. So when you have enough servings to fill an entire jar, it comes out to 3.
But yeah, it's not just ants. It's like parts like even the definition of quote parts is ambiguous. So it's like a whole ant would be 1 part. And
Yes.
stuff like that. So
Well, as long as the ant is intact. If you tear it in half, it is now 2 parts.
You know, I'm kind of sad because I missed everything.
and it's like,
Aw.
and that sounds awful, but it's like, I know I've been to ramen shops where there are literally colonies of roaches living in the countertop, and the food was amazing, and I didn't care. So
Oh yeah, I mean,
Well,
when I
as
go
long-
out to eat,
as
I'm
long as
always looking
they're
for
not
that
in your
B
food.
health rating.
Elaborate on that, please. Voodoo.
the
Oh,
FDA just has very weird regulations. Like most food in Japanese markets, grocery stores, could not actually be sold in American markets because we have fish just lying on ice out in the open air. That's technically
I mean,
not
that kinda
that's
sounds
not
like-
that's not allowed in American grocery stores.
No,
Not
we
in
had
American
that
grocery
with,
stores, but in American markets, that's not necessarily a bad thing. We have
Yeah.
Pike's Place
Pike
Market over
Place.
here. that.
Yeah,
we
so
have
like the health inspector will periodically come through and assign a grade to every restaurant.
Not going
And
for
it's, you know, A is the cleanest, B you've had maybe a couple infractions, and then on down to C, D, and E where you're dirtier and dirtier until you're on the verge of getting shut down.
God, it's an earthquake. I'm
And
not going for it.
90% of the time, those B ratings are going to be the best tasting.
Yeah, I would think so. Because too hygienic is also not good.
Well, it's also things like oil buildup on pots and pans, but it's like that adds flavor to foods when it's being cooked and stuff like that. So
It's like
Yeah,
cast
the
iron.
grease has to be used a
it's
few
been
times
it's been
before
ma-
it
it's
actually
been aged
requires
and
seasoning.
matured.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Well matured grease.
Just
It
like our
sounds
water.
gross. It
You
sounds
want it
gross when you
temperature.
say it, but honestly, it does make food taste so much better.
We
Yeah,
were talking
that's
about water
one of the
tasting
secrets
gross
of cooking.
yesterday.
God, this whole literally 50% of this entire more than that. I would say a good 80% of this entire 2 hours has been about food. But we are
not?
we are coming to a close. I think it is on the hour.
Yeah, the
So
broadcast probably has already started.
Does anybody check real
Currently
quick?
waiting for Connect.
Now you posted the link.
Yeah.
Great. Copy link. That's the thing.
And everyone spam chat.
spam chat with what?
F.
F's.
Cruella is no fun.
Just F.
I didn't get
Already am
to surprise Penny during the stream, which would have been fun to do. I'm sure people would have enjoyed that video. I know exactly where she's going. I can already see it. I'm heading there, and then I'm gonna actually backtrack. Yeah, she's right here. She's right fucking here. I know exactly where she's going. I'm gonna have to boost to get to her in time. Anyway,
So, okay, I
final
spammed chat.
comments, final statements. What chat are you guys spamming? Is this general chat
The YouTube chat.
or the YouTube?
Of Josh
Okay.
Hawkins.
Oh, not okay. All right. So everybody go raid Broadcast. Go watch that. I'm gonna shut down the video stream here. Yeah, a raid of 5 people. Everybody, all 5 people, go raid.
Now he's live. Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
there he is. Okay, everyone, goodbye. This was Distant Radio's DJ Roundtable. Have fun with the broadcast. Enjoy.
I've
Good
been
night.
your
Bye
host on
bye.
video. Michael's been on
Bye-bye.
radio, and
Yeah.
you know who we are. You know who we are. We'll catch you guys later, and
Bye-bye.
yeah.
Okay, we're clear.